true-born Igbo man. I grew up as a hustler, struggle as an Igbo man, to survive as an Igbo man. I got dreams as an Igbo man, become a big businessman. Now I've come so far, I'm now a car manufacturer. Igbo man, you strong as an Igbo man. Igbo man, they can't break you. Igbo man, stay strong. Igbo man, through the pain and the fight, we stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high, keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on, find a way to carry on. Igbo man, keep on pushing, stay strong. And so I travel as an Igbo man to escape from Nigeria. Walk the desert, cross oceans far away from fatherland. From Europe to America, Asia to Antarctica. Anywhere in Africa, you could find an Igbo man. North Pole Igbo man, South Pole Igbo man. No matter where you look, there must always be an Igbo man. And if you don't find an Igbo man, then you better have another plan. Cause where there is prosperity, you must always find an Igbo man. Just stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high, keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on, find a way to carry on. Igbo man, keep on pushing, stay strong. In South Africa, Mandela, we cried to Ramaphosa. We're facing xenophobia, this is no hysteria. It's happening in Ghana, land of Kwame Nkrumah. Resented, hated, that's been the life of an Igbo man. Rejected in Nigeria, brutalized in Nigeria, suffered in Nigeria. That's been the life of the Igbo man. Fight as an Igbo man, we must survive as the Igbo man. I fight as an Igbo man. Igbo man, you strong as an Igbo man. Igbo man, they can't break you. Igbo man, stay strong. Igbo man, through the pain and the fight, we stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high, keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on, find a way to carry on. Igbo man, keep on pushing, stay strong. Born as an Igbo man, struggle as an Igbo man, suffered as an Igbo man, will make it as an Igbo man. Fight as an Igbo man, must survive as the Igbo man. Igbo man, you are strong as an Igbo man. Igbo man, they can't break you. Igbo man, stay strong. Igbo man, through the pain and the fight, we stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high, keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on, find a way to carry on. Igbo man, my fellow Igbo man, keep on pushing, stay strong. Igbo man, keep your head up, stand tall. Through the struggle we gon' rise. Igbo man, we're standing strong, hear the call.
Right now, I offer thanks for rights. It has been fought on. Electron, electron activation, searching the depths of the mind for the negative function to split the atom.
I am a true-born Igbo man. I grew up as a hustler, struggle as an Igbo man, to survive as an Igbo man. I got dreams as an Igbo man, become a big businessman. Now I've come so far, I'm now a car manufacturer. Igbo man, you strong as an Igbo man. Igbo man, they can't break you. Igbo man, stay strong. Igbo man, through the pain and the fight, we stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high, keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on, find a way to carry on. Igbo man, an Igbo man to escape from Nigeria. Walk the desert, cross oceans far away from fatherland. From Europe to America, Asia to Antarctica. Anywhere in Africa, you could find an Igbo man. North Pole Igbo man, South Pole Igbo man. No matter where you look, there must always be an Igbo man. And if you don't find an Igbo man, then you better have another plan. Cause where there is prosperity, you must always find an Igbo man. Just stand up, find the light. Igbo man, rise up high. Keep your dreams in your sight. Through the struggle we go on. Find a way to carry on. Igbo man, keep on pushing, stay strong. In South Africa, Mandela, we cried to Ramaphosa. We're facing xenophobia, this is no hysteria. It's happening in Ghana, land of Kwame Nkrumah. Resented, hated, that's been the life of an Igbo man. Rejected in Nigeria, brutalized in Nigeria, suffered in Nigeria. That's been the life of the Igbo man. Fight as an Igbo man, we must survive as the Igbo man. I fight as an Igbo man. Igbo man, you strong as an Igbo man. Igbo man, they can't break you, Igbo man, stay strong. Igbo man, through the pain.
All right, welcome back to my channel. I greet all of you on the comment section. I'm seeing so many people there. I greet you. I may go through the names before we start off properly. As you can see on the title, today we have a very important meeting. Ireland and the Belgium are having joint meeting together with DPM involved. So we are here to stream it live. But before then, because they have not started the program, so we can pass some time together before then. We have Amadichi Ngozi in the building. I greet you, one Madolewe. Greetings, Biafra. He says, Frank Okoye. I greet you, Frank. He said, okay, yeah. Sunday greetings, Mazakai report. And there were the same to you, my brother. Nice to hear from you. C labor. Say blessing you. Bless you, my brother. Happy Sunday. The same goes to you. Happy Sunday to you. Please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you are new. He said again, bless you, my brother. Happy Sunday. Okay, that is okay. The same one. And we'll move to another person. Frank Okoye, greetings, genuine Biafrans. Greetings to you. Rejoice. This is a new person to me. Rejoice, Ezekiel. Ma Ngozi said, Ma Ngozi, Lechuku Okika Biama, bless you and your cabinet, United States of Biafra. And there were greetings to you. And we have Frank Okoye again, reminding us to like the video, which is very important, and share it to many platforms of your choice. Again, we have another person, Frank Okoye, the same message. Rejoice says something. Thank you. Say thanks, Sky Report. God bless. God be with you. He said. Then again, we have our brother Machi Boss. Said greetings, Genu Biafra. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. All right, these are people that made comments so far, and please don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you're new. We are not here to waste your time, but to make sure that everything is in line. Please don't forget to do that. Okay, so while waiting for the commencement of this meeting, because as of now they are just playing some songs, and just to wait, probably waiting for DPM or something like that. We are going to have conversation going on. Okay, we are going to have conversation going on. I wanted to discuss something about what Dankono did in what is the name of this country, this African country, the country that is in Bible, the Ethiopia. All right. So I came across a post from Nsima. Many of you know Nsima, right? So Nsima was kind of saying something, mocking his father, thinking that he's mocking Igbo people. Then that post remind me something. People are just driving. Some people are driving joy in attacking Igbo people. Just like some people drive joy in attacking Mas Namodokan. Probably that is what they think, that will enrich them or make them to have maybe contact from the government or help them to grow up their page. I genuinely don't know what is their intention. I don't know what is their motive. What exactly drive them? What pushed them to behave like that? Okay, I genuinely don't know. So Nsima, who's supposed to come from, they say he's a Cameroonian, but normally some people see him as a Akwabamite. He's from Akwabam, but history has it that this guy is from Cameroon. Okay, that maybe his mother married a Akwabam man. Together, maybe the mother have a Sema. I don't know how true is that, but some people say that he's originally from Cameroon. He's a Cameroonian. That his mother, he follows his mother to his new husband home in Akwa Ibom. So women will give birth to their, in their father's house, and when they want to marry, maybe the child is still young for the mother to just abandon him or just keep him for the family where the father came from, or his own family, for him to go and form a new family with another new man. So some people say that he brought Nsema to Akwa Ibom, whichever way. So whether he's from Akwa Ibom or not, we need to understand something very, very important. Igbo land is not a place where you would do that kind of thing. We are not just a tribe, maybe one group, or just minority tribe. We are actually a nation, a very big nation. One of the biggest nation in Nigeria is Igbo nation. Some people will like to argue. Forget about the cut and join map. I told you about the map of Nigeria is not a real map. And I will encourage you, if you are in doubt, go and read the recent publication of Mike Arnold, where I made a video about it a few days ago. We actually, digest that post on a live broadcast. We went through the post, the entire write-up together. Those of you who watch the program can bear me witness. Not that we are experts or anything, but something that has to do with all that consensus. We don't have any excuses not to go through that, and we have done that. So, and that day, I recommend that everybody should go to his page, read it yourself. If you are following me on X, you can actually go to my X handle. I posted it today. For those of you that have time, please go and read it for your own, just to keep the knowledge with yourself, within yourself, and it will help you. Maybe not now, but later. Makanani go go kwasina onye na amolo ebe mmiri no mabia imama oge ebe oga na akwụsa gị. So it's always good for you to keep yourself highly informed, especially the circumstances that we find ourselves today as a people. You have to know those things. Is going to go a long way to help you. You may not appreciate it now, but the time may come when you need it most. And that time you may not have time to study it or to even know what it means, anything at all. Now you have time. Now you are not under pressure. Go and read that in and try your best to assimilate whatever that comes with it. The message, that the content of that post, it will go a long way to help you, for you to understand what is playing out. A lot of people have seen that, and what the post is all about is it reminds you the problem, the genesis of the problem, where the problem comes from, and who are those perpetrating those crimes in the name that they want to get the Islamic ideology out. According to the post of my channel, Igbo people have served as a victim of this agenda. that many people are yet to appreciate, to understand what it means. So please, let's not pretend about it. Maybe, okay. So we are going to head to the program very, very soon. As you can, I believe you can hear that now, right? So, just a moment. So we will soon head to this program. Let me just wait some time before it fully commence. So those of you that are following me on X, or maybe you are not following me on X, if you don't know how to locate it from my Canal page, you can quickly follow me on X. And like I told you, I posted that link. Read it. And the reason why I say you should go and read those things is because he digests everything in a very simple term. In a very simple terms that you understand the problem. And what am I trying to say? People who are not Igbo tribe, we are not from Igbo land. This is not that. This I'm not against you. I'm just saying that Igbos are not people that you can compare with, let's say, another nations, like another tribe, like Akwa Ibom people, or like Ndoni people, or maybe like name it, other tribes. Why? Because we are not just just a tribe. We are a nation, and very big for that matter. That is why in 36 states of Nigeria today, if you go to any state, let's say you go to Jigawa State, by the time you count the indigenous people of Jigawa, indigenous people of the land, the next population that will follow is Igbo tribe in that Jigawa State. If you go to Kafanchan, or Kafanchan is not a state, it's just a town, right? If you go to a place like Taraba State, if you count the indigenous people there in Taraba, the next population you will see there is Igbo. What does that tell you? It tells you that Igbos are very huge. So what I'm trying to say is that those of them that are mocking that Igbos are in prison everywhere in the world, you don't think that will shame us. Why it's not going to shame us is because it's an evidence that we are going the hell that our people are going through in Nigeria. Yeah, that's what it means. It doesn't mean that we are bad. Do we have a problem within ourselves? Yes. And everybody, we are going to. There are some things that we can amend. You can do better, right? We all agree to that. But don't think that you see, I told you all this Igbo. We are not just a minority tribe like you. This is a nation that are going through a lot, that have fought war, for crying out loud. Not war by 1 month, not crisis. I'm not saying protest. War. 3 good years. One of the most genocide in the history of humanity. We receive it. And you have the audacity to talk nonsense. Like I said, I wish we have time to digest it properly, because I would have just brought that his video and go through it. Of course, I would like to tag him. Maybe I may do it later. I cannot just say now, but it don't say never, because anything is possible. Maybe if I have time tomorrow, we may do justice to that video. But let's just have it in our back of mind that this is not something that will make you feel down or weak. It's just like an evidence of what I've been saying. Our people are all scattered everywhere in the world. Not that we committed insana and we are running away from our land, no. But the circumstances in which we find ourselves, the country they force us in, which of course we have already made our choice in 1966. The choice had been made in 1966. Yet, that our choice was not actually, materialized because they forced us, they did all these things to us. Somebody said Ndoni are Igbos. Okay, I don't know. That, like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to figure out tribe that make up Biafra. Akwabim is Biafra. I'm not saying that the enemy. I just want to remind Nsima that laughing at the Igbo nation that they're scattered everywhere in the world does not make your own tribe crime free. It doesn't mean that you are more upright than the Igbo tribe. No tribe in this world will face what Igbo people have faced and still remain and be resolute. What you have tested is capable of wiping out a race or a tribe. That's just the fact. What happened to Igbo people in 1 year may push other tribes not to talk ever again. Okay? Many people don't understand that which sent outside people put outside people where they are today have already landed in Igbo land several times, and Igbo people resisted it. As for those of you that come from other tribe, I'm not saying that your tribe is worthless. What I'm saying is that no matter the tribe where you come from, do not compare. I'm not saying that because don't compare means that you are weak. No. But in terms of population and so many other things, you can come. Like now, Igbo people cannot say, okay, that we are more populated in number, we are more in population than America. I cannot compare Igbo people now currently with America. I can't do that because America is far, far bigger, right? American people, even though they are not one people, we all know this, but don't compare. That's just the fact. It's not an insult. It is just the fact. So if we must insist in doing this comparison, you may not like you may not like it at the end of the day. You may end up not liking it. So let me just put it out there. So we are going to join the program, please. Let me bring it before you, the screen, and see how far we can go on that. Please, once again, do me a favor, make sure you like the video and subscribe if you are new. Most especially those of you that are watching from my backup channel. And why I put this message, the comment you are seeing here, for those of you that have not followed us on X, please do follow us there. We need more people to join us there. That's why I stopped streaming, because I want people to let's just be when we are together there. We can, because there's so many things we can drop there. We may not have time. We may not also record it as a video and put for you. So sometimes we can just share it directly, and it's going to go a long way to set some records straight, if not all. As we all know, the man who claimed that during the Finland Convention that media is power has recruited some people on X doing what they know how to do best. I saw him yesterday. They are bragging that 400 people are watching them, 600, 1,000, and what have you, because they think that people are foolish, as if we don't know that people can also buy those things. We don't buy anything here. We are actually doing it organically. We don't buy followers, we don't buy subscribers, we don't pay for this nonsense. You can only do what you can and leave the rest for God. But that will not stop people from saying the truth. If you like, begin to create whatever you want to create. The truth must be told. The truth remains. Exactly. You can't just take it away. That's what it is. You can't just take it away. So please, let's just not pretend that we don't know, we don't see what they're doing. So please make sure you like the video and subscribe and day one. I'm trying to hook on to the program. We're going to do that. I'm still struggling to get it up. It's not recognizing, but I will try my best to get it now. All right. Here we go. So we are still waiting for them to talk. Everything we are there right live. What I see now is a live broadcast.
Let's recite the pledge. The thing we can do, again. What of next? I think we should.
Please allow him to continue.
Let us recite the pledge together. 1, 2, 3. I pledge loyalty to the United States of Biafra. I am history for value and also from our life and lives to authority, unity, progress, under God. Honorable, thank you, Honorable Adelindo. The next submission, Belgium, Justina Dozo.
Please let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. Thank you for our nation. Thank you for our leaders, Mazin Andekano, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Her Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Father, we want to thank you for our great leaders. Thanking you for all the heads of nations. Thank you for every. Father, we put the land of Biafra into your able hands. Because whatever that is committed to you, it doesn't rot, it doesn't decay, it doesn't sour. Lord, come to our aid as a nation. Bless us and cleanse our land. Help us to defeat all our numerous enemies. And above all, help us to get more allies. For today's activities, you will bring it successfully to an end. Because you are our anchor, you are everything to us. We commit everything unto your able hands. All this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you very much, Honorable Stena Dozo. Your prayer is well received. So the next on the line is we welcome the Otundi Bolongford. I hope Otundi Bolongford is here. individually. Yeah, there is no problem. While we wait for them while we proceed. So the next agenda on the line is the presentation and the breaking up.
Okay. Like as agreed, we are joined close to with Belgium, and what we're going to do, because the people we are presenting the color to are not here right now, but we still have to do the needful.
Do we have representatives from Belgium? Are they here? Just called on the island. We should also have those from Belgium.
Just husband is here. Done head of mission.
Yes, ma'am.
For Parola, no case here.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. So, but this color, given this color supposed to be given to our guests, but they are not here. But we have to proceed. I don't know if that is okay, but when they start coming in, we would not give color anymore. So I don't know if it's appropriate to continue with the giving of the color, because already presentation of color needs them to be here.
Honorable Justina, please, do we have those Belgium? Are they here? Can you please introduce them, please?
Yes, I think I've seen the of Igbo Union Brussels in person of Mr. Paul Ibekwe, Akajo for one of Igbo Belgium. I think, please, can you acknowledge your presence? Mr. Paul Ibekwe, one time chairman of Igbo Union Belgium. I think I've seen him here. If he's here.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Thank you. Biafra, they won. Yeah. Thank you. As the introduction has said, I am Ngozi in Belgium. Belgium. So I was invited as a guest in your honorable food by my friend, Chief Roberts. So I tried to honor his invitation to be here on list. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today. Next on the agenda is our DPM speech.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So again, I don't have to say. I just want to listen to what you're saying and doing. But again, I thank you all for organizing this meeting. As you all know, we're definitely pushing on with. Oh, let's go to the house. Can everyone mute their phone? We are very small here. There shouldn't be any noise on this little congregation. I want to thank all of you for what you do every day. As I was saying, our task right now is food protection and take over of our land. We are doing that gradually based on our unique nature and the unique circumstances that surround our declaration and our independence. We are successfully doing that.
Terrorism in West Africa. The sudden upsurge and the sudden
Opo 838, please. Can you?
Yeah, thank you so much. We are doing that gradually based on our unique circumstances, which is we're a new nation that was declared with a terrorist state in charge in all our environment. They still want to continue to do that, but the tide of time is against them. The information that the world leaders need to either stay neutral or support the USB is out there. And as it stands right now, no foreign country, regardless of how Nigeria bribes them or how closely they've worked with Nigeria in the past, none of them would like to publicly come out at this time to support Nigeria in what they're doing. Again, some of you may not know, but Nigeria executives and administrators are not allowed to enter certain Western countries. That's why you see a lot of activities which Tinubu and Co are doing in homeland. But for the government, we are very, very focused. We are steady on what we're doing. We have declared our independence on November 29, 2024. We are gradually working towards the requirement and towards our recognition. And we hope that that recognition will come. It's just a matter of time. But the most important thing is those legal documents that the Prime Minister told us to get ready. In order to legally remove Nigeria from our territory, we have that right now, which includes our declaration document and all the things we have done, the self-referendum, the reports, the support. So we're doing well on that angle. In homeland, we have our structure. Our case is very unique and different. Some people, some countries, they got their independence by just answering government in exile. Our case is unique. We have government in exile. We also have structures in homeland, which is really helping us to facilitate the full restoration of the United States of Biafra. Those structures in homeland are fully active, even though on a downplayed basis, but our international allies knows that those structures are ready to roll from day one of our recognition. And that's a very huge thing that any country that is seeking recognition should be able to have a structure. We know there are so many things going on in the area of open declaration of recognition. We know it's going to come. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that is gradually coming based on some of the actions of our allies all over the world. Countries like the United States of America has used different methods to show support to the Christian nation of the United States of Biafra. I want us to always note that Christian nation of the United States of Biafra, because that word is kind of helping us gain a lot of traction. When you compare that to the terrorist state of Nigeria and what they are doing, the support for the Christian mission of United States of Biafra is something that no sane leader will play with. It is absolutely important. The thing is, it's just going to be a matter of time. And we are open to any world leader that is out to support us. We have countries that are being supported by different world leaders. So we're not putting our egg in one basket. Anywhere we have the help initially, I think we are going to always take it. The conditions is something we will always ensure that it does not suffer the people of the United States of Biafra. So, the recognition will come. One thing I try to let people know is to stay the course and do whatever they got, the little they can do in their own little way. It adds up, no matter how small it may look. And I'm very, very happy a lot of Biafrans are getting that, moving towards that angle and doing so many things on their own. As long as it's done under the umbrella of the United States of Biafra, we don't have any problem. Again, it's like I said, it's going to be a gradual process. We just stay the course and continue to do what we're doing. Nigeria is currently forcefully occupying a sovereign nation, no matter what they do, no matter how they pretend. Many of them, the reality is hitting on them that for true, this is it. It's no longer in the past when they come and dump any information on the news media and get away with it, or where they come and lie to people like it will be, we just come out and just keep lying and keep confusing people with all these terrorist political parties that Nigeria is leading. So not anymore, because some of us will really reduced some of them to a very low level in the public. Based on some of the things they were trying to ignore. And then recently I was reading some of the nonsense P2P's posts. It's like he's making a U-turn, trying to more criticize Nigeria, trying to say, before when he says a new Nigeria is possible, he was basically referring to one Nigeria. But now, when I read the things he posts, I say a new Nigeria is possible, I think he is kind of now deviating and recognizing that there could be a different way for something to exist. But regardless, overall, it will be the enemy of the United States of Biafra. Robert Toby said it when he was around, but at this time, mine is to be able to really expose his stupidity to the international world that before has thought that the man is a sane individual, to now know that he's really part of the problem of Nigeria, because you cannot have your successor, Charles Soludo, forcefully moving innocent Biafrans every night, and you people who are coming out on the social media to carry the propaganda that you're trying to make anything better. No, that's not going to happen. But again, overall, we know that we are doing well. I want you to know the Kano. I know so far his hope is not going to come from Nigeria, because we don't even expect Nigeria to help him. It is what we do as a nation to exact our authority. Those are the things that will make them live on the kind of the same thing with our PM, whose appeal is coming up around August. All these things are ongoing, but we also have to remember the Nigerian government is not going to fold their hands and allow Biafra to be a free nation. So they keep fighting, like Onyedu has said. There are over $20 billion to fight our freedom. So everyone should have that at the back of their mind. But the most important thing is the fight Nigeria is giving to us is not going to come from afar. It's going to come from those that are inside and pretending to be Biafra citizens. They are the ones they will always use. Fulani will always use those inside to fight the same set of people. But overall, we are moving forward. We've established our cases in most part of the world, in most countries in the world, thanks to the Foreign Affairs Department and what they're doing to sustain that momentum of submitting our legal documents on the tables of some of these countries. Some may be antagonistic to that, some may not want to hear about that, some may welcome that, but we don't care. It's none of our business. All we know is we continue to inform those that want to hear what we are saying. Those that refuse to hear what we're saying, we will continue to just deliver those documents on their table, whether they agree or not. It's none of our business. It does not tamper with the legal right we have, both from the Montevideo Convention, from the United Nations Charter, from the African Union Charters, from the Commonwealth Charters, from international humanitarian charters. We have all those documents established as an independent nation. That's why I keep telling people that the United States of Biafra on November 28, 2024 is different from the United States of Biafra on November 30th. That 29th has made a lot of difference. That 29th has kind of protected 80 million Biafrans to fight for their freedom from the Nigeria terrorist state. So we're doing well on that. On the homeland, our elites are doing the best they can based on the resources they have, and we'll continue to do that until we have our recognition or we have the resources we need from our allies to help us to fight the terrorist state of Nigeria. But until then, we must continue to do what we have to do in our own little way to ensure that the terrorists leave our country. That's why the Nigeria Must Go was launched. And many of them are gradually understanding what the meaning of that is, whether they like it or not, whether they are exactly their gun control on the Biafra territory. We'll see how that's going to pan out, but I know it's a matter of time. So again, I want to thank you all. Everyone should continue to stay the course and focus on what they're doing. And anyone have any questions from me, I'll be able to take that because I have another meeting maybe in the next 2 hours. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. Thank you for always being present whenever we call. I pray the Lord God Almighty will give you the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge, all that you need to lead this board. Well, now I welcome every one of us present here in this meeting today. Biafra worldwide honorables, Foreign Affairs Department, and also friends of Biafrans present here. We'll now move to the next agenda for the day, which is the functional fulfillment of the USB government. I will be welcoming Honorable Luke. Honorable Luke, please, are you here? You can unmute.
Thank you, my Honorable, Your Excellency, our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, members of Cabinet, Secretaries of the United States of Biafra, governors, and deputy governors from the 40 states of the United States of Biafra, all reps, mission heads across the world, and leaders that have honored the invitation to be here today. We welcome you and we do acknowledge everyone and all protocols observed. My name is Luke Iwunze. I am from Olu State of the United States of Biafra, and I serve as head of mission in the United States of Biafra in Australia and Oceania. On 6th of February 2026, the Administrative Review Tribunal of Australia, with Tribunal number 231102, they set aside a refusal decision and determined that the Biafran applicant met the refugee criteria under Section 36, bracket 2 and bracket A of the Migration Act of 1958. The tribunal found the existence of a real chance of serious harm in Nigeria on ground of race, Biafran Igbo identity, and political opinion, restoration of Biafra independence. It expressly acknowledged credible risk, including extrajudicial detention, violence, and execution of Biafran activists by Nigerian regime security forces. So the tribunal further noted that the 1967 through to 1970 war resulted in an estimated 2 to 3 million deaths, and that no national reckoning has occurred. We recognize that Nigerian security forces remain vigilant in suppressing Biafran self-determination movements, and that diaspora political engagement may result in identification and targeting upon return. So this judicial determination by a sovereign democratic state constitutes persuasive international recognitions that, number one, Biafra constitutes a distinctable identity. Biafrans advocating self-determination face systematic and discriminatory persecution. 3, effective protection is unavailable within Nigeria, particularly under its continuing unlawful military occupation of Biafran territory. The principle of non-refutal is engaged. So the Australian Tribunal's finding confirmed that the requisite legal threshold is satisfied in the case of Biafran national, especially those identified as advocates of Biafran self-determination. This ruling was very significant to us in that practically, Biafra, especially as a mission head, every document that the Foreign Affairs submitted was accepted. And that has given us such an amazing ground here that legally Australia has accepted United States of Biafra. So our people in this part of the world that are seeking, that have sought for this protection, they are getting it, and many more are also coming up. So to us, that is a big win. It shows what the difference that the government, being a government, a United States of Biafra government, the difference we play today and when we were just an organization. So we are no more an organization, we are a government. And operating on that level, the world is taking notice and they are giving us attention. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ngozi. Welcome our guests. My name is Ngozi. I work with the Foreign Affairs Department. In addition to the court findings in Australia, they also refer to the legal instrument of the artists of Biafra as credible. They also recognize the capacity of the mission head of the artists of Biafra, represented by Honorable Ngozi, as also credible, and also the treasurer, who was the person of the subject matter. In addition to that recognition, they also recognize our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Honeba, as the leader of the movement. They also recognize the concluded 50 million vote as at then. All these things were recognized and referred to as a qualified entity that a citizen can seek refuge on behalf. So, as we spoke with the lawyer who handled the case of these Biafrans, his legal translation was very simple, that Biafra is now legalized in Australia. Yes. In clear terms. So, what this means is that we are no longer in the era of social media explaining or trying to explain ourselves in social media. We have really did everything we can in terms of speaking out loud, letting the world to know what we are going through. And so far, so good. They are very much aware of our plight. So the only option is for us to look within and begin to explore our opportunities. And that is why we have begun to set up our administrative framework to ensure that we are functioning, which has amounted to this recognition from Australia. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you very much, Honorable Luke, and thank you very much, Honorable Oshe. I would still want us to hear some of the functional fulfillment of the USB government, and I will call Honorable Andy Doe to give us a brief summary of what our government has achieved so far. Thank you very much. Honorable Adindo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adindo Sumoke, the Deputy Head of Mission for the United States of Biafra Mission in Belgium. To expand on what our Honorable said, further functional fulfillment that the USB government has done, fulfillment of the USB government, gotten from the following two documents: the mandate of unification and the legal armor of our heritage, the Brazil diplomatic petition, National Identity Administration. We have been able to issue sovereign nationality certificates. We have been also able to issue national identity cards. We provide an alternative identity framework for persons identifying as Biafrans. Through diplomatic representation, establishing and operating missions in various countries. maintaining representatives and envoys abroad, conducting formal communication with governments and ministries, international advocacy, submitting petitions and memoranda to foreign governments, advocating for self-determination and human rights for international audiences, human rights protection, documenting alleged human rights abuses affecting Biafrans, advocating for protection against deportation and refoulement, supporting legal protection for individuals identifying as Biafrans, constitutional governance, adoption of a constitution on the 2nd of December 2024, operation under constitutional and administrative ordinances, maintenance of a legal framework for diaspora integration. 3. Organizing missions and communities abroad, mobilizing diaspora participation in national development. Legal and administrative.
Honorable Akinto, just a moment, please. I just want to touch on the part you mentioned now, having meetings and so on. That is exactly what we're doing now. So it wouldn't look like it's just repeating documents. As we are now having this meeting, it is part of the function of the event. So I just wanted to point that out.
Thank you. Legal and administrative infrastructure. Creating sovereign instruments and administrative protocols. Maintaining archives, registries, and documentation systems. Establishing procedures for nationality and civil records. International legal engagement. Referencing international laws, treaties, and courts. Certain legal pathways through institutions such as the ICCJ. National legal mechanisms to advance claims and petitions. Mission and registry development. Establishing registered missions in countries such as the Netherlands and Brazil. Maintaining mission leadership, records, and administrative structures. Preservation of historical and cultural identity. Maintaining historical records relating to Biafra. Promoting the Biafran heritage and identity. Encouraging citizens to preserve and assert their cultural and national the International Council of Protection and Juridical Recognition, the Japan case of 2026. On the 27th of April 2026, the Osaka Regional Immigration Service Bureau, Japan, issued a landmark administrative decision releasing 2 United States of Biafra citizens into the custody of the United States of Biafra mission in Japan. The release was secured through the strategic deployment of the Notice of Non-Refusal, a sovereign instrument which the affected individual formally withdrew consent to be governed by colonial or predecessor state councils, including Nigeria. The instrument asserted their status as citizens of the United States of Biafra and requested recognition of USB's protective and administrative authority. The resulting decision demonstrated the practical protective functions by the case is presented as evidence that international administrative institutions are increasingly engaging with USB documentation and administrative processes in matters concerning persons identifying as Biafra nationals. What's the proportional significance of this? This development presented as evidence of international consular protection and intervention on behalf of USB nationals. Recognition of USB's capacity to receive and protect its citizens. The operation of sovereign instruments within international administrative processes. The practical exercise of diplomatic and protective governmental functions. The expansion of USB's international and diplomatic record. The functional fulfillment of statehood. The USB presents itself as a functional state, fulfilling the criteria association, interim leadership, cabinet structures, administrative institutions, and constitutional governance. The referendum mandate, representing the expressed will and self-determination aspirations of millions of Biafrans. Indigenous restoration and decolonization. Advancing principles consistent with the United States, with the United Nations, and African Union decolonization frameworks. National identity restoration through the issuance of sovereign identification documents and affirmation of Biafran nationality and identity. Territorial rights and administrative continuity. Maintaining claims relating to historical rights and governance responsibilities. Global diplomatic presence. Operating a worldwide network of diplomatic missions and representatives with international institutions and governments. The Osaka Immigration Bureau decision is presented as a practical example of USB exercising consular protection, diplomatic representation, nationality, administration, and international legal engagement. It is cited as evidence that USB institutions are functioning in capacities commonly associated with governmental administration and the protection of nationals abroad. I will now go over the Canadian petition. Functional fulfillment by the US, providing an alternative protective authority. The conduct of Nigerian state institutions create a need for an Biafran national. It therefore represents USB as a functional successor, capable of providing good administration and protection. 2. Building an international legal record. The memorandum compiles and references court decisions from Canada and Kenya and presents them as evidence supporting USB's legal and diplomatic position. Document treats the collection and presentation of these detailed functions. 3. Diplomatic representation. The document is issued through USB's permanent mission and references international engagement with governments. the United Nations, and diplomatic missions worldwide. This reflects the claim to fulfillment of foreign affairs and diplomatic representation functions. 4. Nationals. The memorandum advocates for the rights of Biafran individuals, including those detained or persecuted abroad. It specifically addresses the cases of Biafran leadership and seeks judicial remedies and international intervention. This is presented as the consular and protective function of government. 5. Development of administrative and legal frameworks. The document repeatedly cites USB ordinances, mandates, reference numbers, and administrative procedures and policy frameworks. This is presented as evidence that USB has developed institutional structures rather than functioning solely as a political movement. Maintenance of international relations. The memorandum states that U.S. representatives across multiple continents and references registration and diplomatic activities in several countries. The document presents this
just a moment, Honorable, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to clarify our capacity in terms of representation. So based on the country info, which is an official document, software instrument, we have at least 66 missions representatives across the world in Africa, Asia, Europe, the whole of America, Australia, and New Zealand.
The document presents this network as evidence of an operational international administration, pursuit of international recognition. The document repeatedly addresses the United Nations, government, and international institutions seeking recognition of USB's status and authority. This reflects the traditional governmental functions of conducting international relations. The sole offense of Biafra are acting as a protective authority for Biafran nation, maintain diplomatic missions and international engagement with building and presenting legal policy for international audiences, developing administrative and judicial remedies, operating a worldwide network of representatives of a successful administration capable of governance. Thank you very much. Back to you, Master. Honorable members.
Thank you very much, Honorable Antido. Thank you very much. I believe every one of us here have heard from our two spokespersons the achievement of the USB government. This is a young nation of 2 years, and we have achieved so tirelessly to make sure that Biafra land becomes the home of everyone in this world. I will want to call on Mr. Mosso of the islands to give us a little presentation before I will move to the next agenda. Mr.
Just a moment. Remember our deputy prime minister mentioned that she will leave at some point. So if we can entertain our guests, they have had a lot from us. So maybe we can allow them to digest the information they have already received so that they can ask questions. They can refer so that she can address them before she leaves. Thank you very much.
Mas, the Anthony again is here. And if you have any question there, ask your question, introduce yourself and ask your question. Thank you. Mas, Tony again. Tony, are you here? You are here. No? Yeah, we can. And here you can ask any question, any concern regarding the United States of Biafra and the activities, whatever you want to ask. Our deputy prime minister is here. You can ask her question now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I know that our DPM has been doing a very good work. This is my first time of joining this meeting. I'm here for today. It's like observing things. So far, so good. And here also representing the Otundibo Island. At the moment, what they have been saying is so good to me, and I'm looking forward to the realization of United States of Biafra.
Please, please. Can you tell us your name? Give us a little, yourself, so that we can also get to you. Thank you very much.
Like I said before, my name is Ngozi Anthony again. I'm from Imo State, Owerri.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
You're welcome too.
And Honorable Mercy, please reach out to him so that all those sovereign instruments that goes to their friends all over the world, so that they can also receive a copy and follow up, because our people need to get informed as to what is happening. So they have the privilege to identify as Biafrans. So those who are responsible to provide or make this information available for those they lead, because you're in a leadership position. So it is your responsibility to ensure that these documents are available to Biafrans who are in need of identifying or having to be identified and are facing any kind of international challenges. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, our brother from Otunde Island. We really appreciate you. We really do. So the next agenda on the line is anyone has any questions to ask our Deputy Prime Minister. This is the right time for anyone who has anything whatsoever that is bothering him or her. Please bring up your question so that our Deputy Prime Minister can clear whatever question you have or whatever thing you have on your mind that is unclear to you. Please.
Mazi Chijoke, please, you are here. Can you unmute, please, for the public of Ireland? Mazi Chijoke there. Or you ask for question, please, if you have anyone. Thank you.
So like, oh no, I wonder what because he was sitting on his phone. If you have the option to ask to go home, said yes, he did. He threw the visuals out. But when I told him to go back to the house, he started to calm down. But then about an hour and a half later, he wanted to go for a drive, and he was calm and happy the whole ride. Okay, now when I really finish that, could you just put into communication that
I think we have a hand of Tina. You can proceed with your question.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, all. My name is Tina Ngozi. I'm from Odimebo, Agwata, guys. I'm from Abo, Agwata, but I'm married to an Irishman. I don't have much to say, just to ask a question concerning my daughter's ID card. She has been captured for a long time now, but I'm not hearing anything about that. So I don't know. That's the only question I have.
yeah, thank you so much. If you've been following, we said that we are printing the ID cards batch to batch. And the next third batch we are going to print. We want to make sure we have enough numbers before we approve the security company that is printing our ID to go ahead. In the past, we've printed batches of about 400, 500, and all that. Right now, we want to make sure we have as much number of people that have applied and have captured before we authorize them to print the next batch of ID. So if your daughter have done the capturing, just tell her to exercise patience. Okay. Thank you.
My DPM, I love you. Honestly. I'm from Orabueze, I love you so much. So continue doing what you're doing. God will protect you and
thank you so much. And you know, when the government is doing so many things, especially the terrorist state of Nigeria trying to attack our freedom, we have priorities, and that's what I try to let Biafrans know. We have priorities. Our priority at this time is to destroy the Nigerian state and ensure that the Biafra territory is secured. Our priority is to stabilize our homeland, which we are doing successfully right now with all the structures we are setting in place. So the ID card, the third batch is going to come. Let them just exercise patience. Thank you.
Okay, I forget I'm the financial secretary of Ireland.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, Tina, thank you. The next person online is Easy Way. Easy Way can bring your question forward.
Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Yeah. I don't know if you guys, I can make a assuso Biafra. So are permitted. Are permitted.
Permitted.
Okay. Agụnwan ekele gị ịbịara n'ubi ndị island ubi anyị dị mfa nnọọ ije ihe ndị wesị ka ndị kwara ọjọọ bụ na asị na a na-afụ ugo kwada anya fụ ugo ya ji ekiri ya taa fụrụ gị ka nkirikwe dị nke maka ka m na-emechakwa arị ọ bụ ya na-abụ m anya gara ọtụ na DPM akwụchi ihe a before ndụ agụ ntọrịdị because na ịma na anyị kwụkwụsị ike na USB so ụmụ ndị na-akpọ m meeting sense na ọbata obie ga-abịa island so it happened that yesterday nsi oke akpọrọ m my mission head si alụ ihe dị ndakọ aba na the meeting ka mgbara na-arị so ọsị go ahead were yesterday wepụta na the meeting na meeting ha nwere ka m fụọ ọbata obie anọzikwe m ị na-abịa na-ekwu DPM
na-ekwu go ahead
anọzikwe na the meeting o ihe ọzọ m fụrụ bụ ka onye nwere batara bụrụ prọfesọ Chioma ọkọrọjere ya na Dr. Bryson akpọgide m ma ha pụọ na this meeting dere onye sedere m dele nke si ya na ya abụghị m bịara na ama achọ ka m fụọ bata obi onye kpasị m baka m bịa anyị onye maka m eke ọkpụcha ewesị ụlọ ekwutara agwụ m ajụjụ mgbe jụọ ha agwụsị ya kedu ọbata obi unu so na-abịa meeting Island na ọbata obi na m wee nwekwa anyị n'ime alị siri tenu bọọlụ na klas na asị ọbata obi na-abịa Island na chọrọ ka m fịa na ewesịkwa na-enwe okiu na kiu na nwere ike bụrụ atọ na erutebe na kiu nzakọ ndị na ọ bụ ihe a gwara m ihe a gwara m na ọbata obi na-abịa meeting na Island so nke aha acha ka akụrụ jere elu mụ na mụ na-eso Ngozi Orabueze si ya na ihe adịghị ihe m dere ebe a ihe m dere ebe a ka m fụọ bata obi ya na mụ nwa bụ staunch USB na-ekwere ekwesị ike na anọ na USB not because of Ngozi Orabueze onye ọ sọrọ ya bụrụ na pilot USB na-anọ ndị na USB anyị na-akụ ihe ọ dịka ya na nsị ahụ dịkwa ka ntụọ ha nsị a ihe unu na-eme nna gọzie ndị na anyị declare Biafra anyị mere na 29th of November 2024 ka sị m mba na anyị declare ya kama na ihe mere na ihe aka emere that day na abụọ declare na ihe mere ya abụ na aja osoro gụọ grievances na oruzie on the 2nd of November ewere mekwa nke nwanne nke ewesi ya nsị na ọsị ha pụtasie ka e wee zakarịzie akwa ọzọ na ọ bụrụ afọ a ka a ga-aza ụlọ na-alụkwa akụkọ m so enweghị sị oke anyị dị ike adị uru chi ka afa dị ya ha sị gbara mụ na ya abụ ihe aja ọtụbe ka e were nwee ike na ọkpụkpọ obere ihe si ajụkatara ha dị ya sị oke na ka ihe ọ tachi ịgwa m the document e generate that day m fụrụ our DPM declare United States of Biafra ka onye ji anyị ọ sị na nke iji bụ photocopy photocopy ọkụ obere agha ka m bụ yesterday ga na-agba ha question agbakọtara ha question yesterday ha na-asị na onye ahụ ọ mụtara ya kazi ya n'ezie ka m na wee kwuzi eze uche agbazie ha mana ha sị na ha na-eje ndị wike eje afụ ọbata obi maka ha sị na ọbata obi bịara last Sunday na UK mana na netwọk na kiu na-ebute ya na ọ mezie na ọ bịahụ n'ọkwa the same thing na Island yesterday ewesị ya Chineke nne nga ngozi wee chọọkụ ha bụla sị ya ihe ụrụ na-akọ abụ ihe mbịa kama na ihe m chọrọ ịgwụ ụrụ bụ na mụ na ọbata obi na on the 30th of May ụbọchị celebration anyị ha ga-akwụchazie na bifo afọ ọbata obi na ọ ga-akwụ tụrụ ịma mmadụ abụ ha sị m gbara ọgwụ na ha ha kwụchazizie na nsị ya na m jere fụọ ọbata obi on the 30th of May 2026 ike agwụzie ha anyị mekatazi ya sị oke na mụ adịgo fed ọga m na-apụ apụ ka m drive out so agaghị ịrọsị ka nkọtụrụ ya akọtụrụ m ya ma mutual health ya mara onye na-eme ka o mee ihe a ka ọ kọvisie ka mkpata na gaịdị ha na tie aka na tipọbụ ya bụkọs a gwara ha sị na m gaa ebe nọ ọbụla nke USB nnọeri declare onye bụ ebe nkwụ ọ nwụzikwa ihe ọzọ na-akọ na m amaghị ya ya bụ ihe ndị wee bata na bidoro ahụ ka m fụọ bata obi
onye sendere that information about obi
ti na anyị na-abụbụ ebe a
okay, that is stressful, man.
Okay. That was calling me on the phone.
Okay, he
called me more than 10 times.
He went
and then me too.
Okay.
I was saying, maybe you have a kind of thing I go right to go 247 saying, yeah, for back to the Kuru. Has someone but all the real go to Baguaya? No, I was saying, we don't go but I social media with the Obatobia with the Kuru eye. How can I say, Major we Namu, but I did that. I'm about to be on social media. No, that's what being an eye, I'm not easy with. No more, we see where I am. Social media. Here, in the side of USB.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you so much.
Probably I go but Masarani, I used to be. Mahama and all we done there. Come for up to.
So, in that meeting, Jomo Commando, yeah, who else was there? Imam Madaba was there.
Imam Madaba was in there. Oh, Dr. Bryson, no more coma.
Okay, so I don't have anything to say. Yeah, we are in ISIS. And you can see that these people, their problem, I don't know who can solve it for them. Mine is to ensure that these distractions from these people don't get us down or tamper with what we're doing. Ordinarily, here our name able why Biafra never came, even during the Wazirike's time, even during the understand, because sometimes our people, the intelligence they have, they use it on a destructive way. Instead of them to use it on a productive way that will get our freedom, they use it on a destructive mode to destroy each other, to destroy our freedom. And when they never really understood what freedom, nobody inside Biafra will talk about freedom. PM said it. PM said that we in diaspora will be reasoning for them because they don't have the brain. Their brain has been messed up by Nigeria for the past 100 years. That is why the PM said we will think for every Biafrani homeland. So when you see the criminality of Jomo Okoma and Bryson Okoma, and all of them, all these fallback people, what they did after the declaration, thank God we declared. I would that now, if I didn't ignore these criminals who become the 29th, despite all their fight, ask me where all of us would have been by now. Ask me what we'll be using to fight by now. Ask me the legal basis, the ground would be using. So now we'll be talking about how to again go to maybe America, failure to go and declare. Ask me what we would, our faith. Many people would have dropped out from this nonsense, which they make it look like as if it's a nonsense. But that declaration, which they oppose, they never believe in it, shows you that these are individuals that must be destroyed. My task is to ensure that these people are as irrelevant as possible. And that should be the task of every genuine Biafran, because if we allow them to have their way, to just something like what they were telling you now, there will be another thing they will give. Let's check all these, and they are all machineries of the government. Chomo Goma is working closely with Azoka Mambo, and you all know that the DPM sacked Azoka. So Azoka, this madam, I don't know Chomo Goma, they all be the same. I hired Choma into the Biafra struggle. She was the one that kept disturbing me. Oh, see, have you forgotten about my husband? Please recruit him. I have to recruit that fool into the government. And now see what they're doing. Maybe. So when they come with that angle, you have to. Okay. Connect with. Go ahead.
Because him and he was my ID card. Him na family depending. So I made sure they went an email from the Biafran government, USB, that the email was dependent on my passport. I got the normal size actually. So what was going to studio that they just said the normal size that send the other fact. But I acknowledge yes, okay, not the go. Yeah. But now they went here within 8 weeks. Yes. So, but because yeah, I'm one of the cabinet member in charter. So say help one come out, madam. We so come time to carry my member there. But I say my mother and sister. You see, I'm gonna details and I'm depending. And now ratify. You send the party and the screenshot of the email. That's send from the government. But so I'm my dear and sister. I didn't confuse.
What name did you use? Just text it to me. Who did you talk to? Which cabinet member did you talk to? So the only people you can talk to is either Honorable Christopher, Onuche, or myself. Apart from that, nobody knows anything. And again, like I said earlier, the next batch of our ID will be printed. We want to get as many people, and we want to maximize the number that the company gave us before printing, because when we print lower than that, we're just losing money. So again, text that to me when I have time within the week to check. I'll check and get back to you. Okay. Just send it again. So I don't know.
You see, I know. So I this guy which the goal.
We are moving forward, and that is why if this useless people, Chomo, Goma, and Bryson, they should be ashamed of themselves. And then when you start thinking of the arms and the evil that these idiots are doing to the struggle, you begin to wonder why Biafra never came. You know, they are just pure evil, all of them, pure evil. From Finland, after our declaration, all of them that started attacking this freedom, it's not just ignorance and lack of exposure, it's just pure evil. And how do you confront pure evil? Absolute destruction. Because if you don't do that, they will continue to do what they're doing.
I said they are not too much. But only I said that, I ran okay, I pop up this morning in order to convince me, and I am not come back to be online. I'm not happy to know how about to be a car, come over with it. I want to go in that to know what they for black.
Yeah. Again, the thing is, when they realize that's the mistake some people make, this freedom is not about an individual. It's about someone else. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It's not about even Dr. Orabueze. That's the mistake they keep making. Those of them that made that mistake when they were following Onyendu, many of them have realized that and made a U-turn to support the government. It's not about anyone. If Overdue BA comes out today, he must conform to the government that is set up. There are no two ways about that. Even when the government comes out today, he must, in capital, conform to the government of the United States of Biafra people that are set up. And I'm not saying that in a condescending manner. I'm saying that because that is the right thing for them to do, to make sure that our freedom is secured. Anything outside that, Biafra people will attack them and relegate them to the trash. It's as simple as that. It's not about me. But these criminals that want to make sure our freedom does not come, who are paid by the Nigerian state, they will continue to do these things that they are doing. That's why you just have to ignore their stupidity and ensure that whatever they are doing it on their own. It does not matter who anybody talks to. It does not matter. All I am interested is in those that want help me destroy Nigeria too. Give me my recognition for the Biafra people. Anything outside that to me is really irrelevant. And I'm succeeding on that. That island down, Belgium, do your own job. Those that are distracting themselves, they are just doing it for their own selfish stupidity. And we can't be distracted by that. Thank you. One question, I'll take that then.
If you are next in line, ask your question. Is it me? No, not you, Biafra TV. Anele, unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, can you hear me? Hello, good evening. Can you hear me?
I hear you. We can. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, okay. Good evening, DPM. First of all, I would like to appreciate all the efforts the leadership is making. To thank you and to underscore the fact that we here in Ireland, under the leadership of Mazi Uzo, were determined to see that our efforts come to fruition. I want you to talk about the ID card, but since you've already given an answer to that, I will just skip that. And then to just encourage you, the leadership of USB, to intensify efforts in the diplomatic arena. And this is very key. You know, I find that a lot of people still do not seem to understand what this struggle is all about. You know, diplomatically, internationally, and even locally. You know, so if we probably strengthen the diplomatic focus or efforts, you know, to ensure that people globally have an understanding of why we are talking for this freedom, and the alternative would be the decadence that we are seeing right now in Nigeria. So my comment is simply this: kindly continue with the efforts you are making towards a diplomatic, success, diplomatic style for this organization. Yeah. Not just, but also locally, also at home, the homeland in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. People don't seem to understand. You know, so when we see this is where we're going, this is the kind of country we want to build, and also this is one point. Please, let's have let's capture a broader social, social cycle. It's not just about Igbo. It's not just about Igbo people. It's about Biafrans. Igbo. Let's capture everybody within the Biafran, territory. That's what I'm saying.
Again, thank you. Biafra has never been about Igbo. any conception to that, that means the person has not been following what we're doing. When Obatobie created the 40 states of Biafra, it has nothing to do with Igbo. But again, that's what I said. Those that are paid to attack our freedom, they will come with all kinds of conceptions, just like you said, Biafra is Igbo. Anyone here that has been following Obatobie, following Namdekan, cannot talk that Biafra is Igbo. Because when Obatobie created the 40 states of Biafra, it was clear. We had over 350 meetings on Zoom and privately when Obatobie created the 40 states of Biafra. Only the person that was not following Obatobie, or they were following Obatobie, but they are criminally minded to attack the freedom that Obatobie was pursuing. We talk about Biafra as an Igbo thing. But again, my happiness is at least 98% of Biafrans that followed Obatobie are fully aware Biafra has nothing to do with only Igbos. Secondly, our lobbying firm, they are doing excellently well in the background. It's not everything we present to the public. The actions the United States of America has taken against Nigeria is credit to our lobbying firms. The attack in Sokoto on December 25th by America is through our lobbying effort. The killing of the ISIS second in command in May last year is through the lobbying success of the United States of Biafra lobbyists. So many actions the United States of America and other countries have taken against Nigeria is through the actions of our lobbyists. You have to understand that this Biafra quest has been going on for the past 20 years. It's not a one-man thing. The only thing is that the United States of Biafra has solidified every plan and every aspect that genuine Biafrans have been making in the past 20 years. So the lobbyists are there doing their job. Our lawyers are there doing their job. That's why you're seeing a lot of success that we are having. Despite distractions, Nigeria is planting among us. So they are working every day. They don't have to come out publicly every day and be shouting. They are lobbying for the United States of Biafra. In Homeland, the 40 state governors structure are fully intact. It is only those stayed by the Nigerian state that will be pretending as if they don't know what is going on. So we're not going to waste time on it. And I tell people, anyone at this time that does not know what the United States of Biafra government is doing, then that person has been one, either an enemy of Obatobie, or two, one planted by the Nigerian state. So remember, our people will still use their intelligence and knowledge to distract. Just like what Jomo Goma was saying yesterday to this honorable that just talked. Are you saying, with the person now, with anyone listening now, say that Jomo Goma and the husband did not know that Biafra was declared on November 29th? And these are people that went to school. Will you say that they were not aware? But as of this yesterday, they were trying to distract, attack, confuse people. What kind of lobbying do you need for useless idiots like this? How are you going to? So don't waste your time trying to convince anyone. Anybody that is not following at this time can never follow, and they don't need to follow. That's why Obatobie said, Obatobie told all of everyone, stay where you are. If you are confused, just stay there, be confused. If you are not following the USB, stay there, don't follow them. Anything you believe in, just stay with it. We're not going to waste our time convincing anyone of anything. Because those that we are truly following, even P2B, even the legitimized governors, they know USA has been declared. They know that this Christian nation has been declared. But we dare tell you that they know? No. We dare pretend that they don't know? Yes. We dare continue to confuse people because they want to retain power? Yes, they will. And make the natural and all resources. Mine and ours is to continue to destroy them in that thing they are doing. This game of the Biafra restoration at this time is not just a game of people that have just 3, 4, 5 cents. We need individuals, genuine Biafrans with the 6th, 7th, and 8th sense to destroy Nigeria and destroy the legitimized governors. The grassroots structure of Adobe setup is fully active. That's why we have the voluntary Monday sit at home, getting better every day by Biafrans. So again, like I said, we don't have to do anything extra much. Those that we know in every freedom restoration, there are less than 1% that restores the freedom, and the other 90-something% will just fall in. That's all I have to say. Next person.
Well, Biafran TV, your turn.
Yeah. I want to stand on the existing protocol by first saying from my location, good evening, my Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi, the acting head of state of the United States of Biafra. From my location, once again, good evening, man, and welcome. Yes, Biafrans in Ireland, in Belgium, and all our listeners, I once again salute all of you. From my location, it's a very wonderful good evening and happy Sunday to you all. I don't have anything to ask our DPM. The reason I want to let people in Ireland and Belgium to know one thing, that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the history has put her where other women who declared their countries, that because of the women stood up and we declare or issue the decision of their country, they become a country. I will give you 10 names of countries women declares in this world. I want you, whatever I'm saying now, I want you to go and download Wikipedia. That is where you find the truth out. Download Wikipedia in your phone and start asking questions. Number one we want to ask is, ask on Wikipedia, how many countries in this world do women declare or redeclared after they have lost it? That's number one question. One of those countries is Brazil. 1820 September 2nd was being declared by a woman. The Israel is shouting today, in 1968, May 14, was being declared by a woman. What of Belarus that gets their independence from almighty Russia? In 1990, July 27, by a woman. What of Congo in Africa, DR Congo, 1960, June 30, in Africa, a woman. What of Canada, that is almighty Canada today? Do you know that in 1929, October 18, a woman declares Canada as a country? What of in Africa, Madagascar, you know very well, in 1960, June 26, a woman. What of Tanzania in Africa, 1961, December 9, a woman. What of Malawi, 1964, July 6, a woman. What of Ivory Coast, 1960, August 7, a woman. What of Algeria, 1962, July 5, a woman. The world has also in the Wikipedia, in the archive, and also issued that in present 2024, November 29, 2024, that a woman called Dr. Ngozi Orabueze issued a peaceful written declaration of United States of Biafra. These are cases we must know. For you to know that it's not the first time in this world that a woman declares a country. She has put in that same history a country that women declare, proving mother country. I want to also let you know that IPOB is not the first organization in the world to look for a country. That a country called Namibia that got their independence from South Africa, starting from 1915 to 1990, was fight for them to succeed out of South Africa. In Africa here, you know, South Africa and Namibia history. Namibia used an organization called SWAPO to fight for them to get a country. Namibia, with the name SWAPO, protests for only 3 years and 3 months on the field of protest for them to. They now said that these protests we are doing, that the world is not helping us. They are not even coming to our rescue. Rather, our people are dying. After the 1966, after 3 years, Namibia apologized for their people under the name SWAPO. That we are sorry for asking you to go out and protest because of the massacre of our people and the life of our people. And their transition what? Into a government in exile. In the present world we are into today, about 37 countries, including Belgium. Belgium was the first country ever that used government in exile to get their lost country back. In First World War, in Second World War, Belgium. The transition into London in 1914, Belgium transitioned into London with a name of organization first. After 1 year, the government in exile and the issue redeclared of Belgium in London, and it took them 4 years maximum after they have redeclared declared Belgium in London. They took the maximum 4 years before they would get their first recognition. It took Belgium that people are in today. It took Belgium 10 years in exile before they will come back and take over their country. If there is no government in exile, whatever you are doing is all about making noise in social media. All these organizations being used, check the history of Belgium in Wikipedia. You will find out the truth about Belgium. Also, check the history of Ireland, where you are today. Ireland lost their country in the hands of Great Britain. Ireland remained slave under 400 years in the hands of Great Britain. When they decided to come back, women, moreover, bylaw their of Ireland as a country. They achieved recognition in exile. Their recognition comes from when they have their government in exile, who lobby from the United Kingdom, London. They started from there. They achieve recognition. They come back and take over their full territory in the hands of the oppressor. The same thing where we are today. What of you who live in Poland? Poland pursuing government in exile in the United States of America. They remain there. Poland remained for 50 years in exile before they will come back. They form government in exile. They have prime minister. Check about Poland in Wikipedia. You will find out the truth that they have been hiding from us, because the white man says, if you want to hide the truth from a black man, put it on a written note. They will never go and research and find it out. But we are here today to let you to know, or the world to know, that our hand is on it. What happened to Namibia people? Namibia, with SWAPO, declares after 4 years of protest, and their transition government in exile, where Zambia, Angola, is where Namibia, Tanzania, they remained there for 30 good years, 3 decades. Before Namibia, we came back in 1990 and took over their territory. They declared in 1966. Then in 1973, Namibia get their first recognition. After the recognition, they remain in exile from that time until the United Nations, until United Kingdom, until America recognizes them, the world powers. They come back, and finally, South Africa packed their load and look at this and walk away from the territory of Namibia. My people, that is where we are. No country in this world have used protests to achieve a country. No country in this world have used 1 million men march to achieve their country. You must transition into government in exile. I want to conclude by saying, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, one of his brokers, January 1st, 2021, before he was kidnapped in June, he said that the people of Biafra, for us to get Biafra as a country, that we must repeat the history of Syria, Yemen, and Somalia. What is the history of Syria and Somalia and Yemen? They all transitioned into government in exile. Syria remained in exile for 12 years. The country called Somalia remained in exile in Kenya for over 6 decades. Because around month of the election day to the date of everything, over 40 years in exile before they can be able to clear back and go over their territory. That is where we find ourselves. If Ojukwu could have introduced in exile for us, by now we are not, our DPM will not be here preaching or trying to tell you that the only way is free for the minister of without USD to find out by yourself. The bias don't have to for so. And the bias no people. No some case here again, but I'm not the case here. We are both getting. The bias so bonny was able to get completely the hero and Mass and the coming on January 1st, 2021, that we should repeat the history of Syria, Yemen, and Somalia, including Sierra Leone. Check this history. They all have government in exile. They stop for protest on the street, start acting like a country. Without you acting as a country, you can never sign treaty. You can never get in touch relationship with any other country in the world. Yes. Thank you all for giving us country. Thank you all for making us to remain as the modern present peaceful government in exile with a peaceful representation document. I want to send a message to President come and show more. Our people, we need to do something. I walked into Chrome to do research. Chrome was acting as I take my 7 days to write and give them evidence before the government.
Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go.
Hold on, is it because it's the Kekere? Don't tell me to hold on, madam. Don't tell me. Can you follow me or can you give it to your sister?
Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. All
right, guys, please don't go anywhere. We are trying to connect back. I'm trying to get it back. We lost the signal, so I have to bring it back just in a short while. Go nowhere, please.
Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition.
Ọganyara chọrọ ogbenye biri, ọganyara chọrọ ogbenye rie nri, ogbenye chekwubezie Chukwu. N'uche Chukwu abụzi ka ya eme, n'uche Chukwu abụzi ka ya eme n'ụwa, ihe soro n'iru ya si arịbazie. Ogbenye bebe, ọganyara nwụrịba, ogbenye nwụrị ọganyara jadi ya soro ya, mana ọganyara nwụọ, ogbenye abịabebezi akwa. Ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye biri, ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye rie nri, ogbenye chekwubezie Chukwu. Ọ dịrị m mma ya dịrị ibe m, ọ dịrị nwoke mma ya dịrị nwanyị mma, na-anọkwa m n'ebe bere ugo beruo. Ọ dịrị m mma ya dịrị ibe m, ọ dịrị nwoke mma ọ dịrị nwanyị mma, ụkwa na-asa anya nna m n'ịga adị. Ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye biri, ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye rie nri, ogbenye chekwubezie Chukwu. Ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye biri, ọganyara chọrọ ka ogbenye rie nri, ogbenye chekwubezie Chukwu. N'uche
Biafra as to whether Biafra has been declared or not. That reminded me of something. And I wish the deputy head of mission in Spain is present. Fellow Biafrans here, for your information, the head or the Catalonia. Catalonia that wants to have their independence from Spain. The world knows about Catalonia. The current leader of Catalonia knows who our deputy prime minister is, knows that the declaration was done on the 29th, and this head of Catalonia, the leader, told our deputy head of mission that that woman, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is very bold and we respect her. So if far away in Catalonia, the Catalans can acknowledge our declaration, can acknowledge our deputy prime minister, why would Biafra not acknowledge her, or why would they claim that they do not know about her? Again, far away in Ibadan, or just not far away, close to our homeland in Ibadan, one of our brothers who was writing his PhD, I don't know what you call it, dissertation, when you do your master, you call it your thesis. He was writing his final exam. He wanted to choose a topic about Biafra. And his supervisor actually had to lead him towards another direction. The first thing his supervisor said, his name is Osinachi, he's our brother. But the supervisor told him, don't you know that Biafra has just been declared? So if a Yoruba man in Ibadan can inform our brother that Biafra has been redeclared, then why would our people claim to be ignorant? So that is just what I wanted to point out here. And Your Excellency, you permit me to say one more thing before I end here, because I have to concentrate on multitasking now. Biafra that was declared in the 60s and the 70s, starting from the pogrom, against us that led to it, we all know the history. That land, the people, the culture, the sovereignty is what we are standing on today. The same Biafrans then and the same Biafrans now, nothing has changed. The land of Biafra then, the land of Biafra now, nothing has changed. So when we say new nation or some of us say new nation, I don't want people to have a misconception about it. It is about the redeclaration. Biafra is not new. Biafra was there even before Nigeria was created, even before the British came, and Biafra still stands today, and it will stand forever. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Christopher Kemwa, for that. The next person in line is Samsung SMA057F. Please bring in your question. Unmute yourself. Sorry, unmute yourself. We can't hear you.
Okay, are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me? Hello? Yes, we are hearing you. Okay. I want to thank our Excellency, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, for what she has been doing. Frankly speaking, she has been doing a work a man cannot do. Not all men can do it. What Odime Ojukwu did 1967 is exactly what she has done. And we Biafrans, the USB Biafrans, generally the whole Biafrans should be so happy because what Nigerian government planned against Biafrans were terrible. That is why they called Ogente. Had it been our DPM did not declare, that did not make the declaration on the 29th November 2024. If Ogente does it, the Nigerian government, through bidding, they will just give that sovereign nation of Biafra and they will take Fulani to put as president of Biafra. The whole state of Biafra will be Fulani and it will be declared. And if it is declared, you can never tomorrow go and ask for declaration of Biafra. That is what people doesn't know. What Her
Excellency Dr. Ngozi Orabueze does for us. People just say she declared Biafra and become happy, but they doesn't know the deepness of what he does to us. Because had it been he did not do it forever, we will not ask for Republic of Biafra any longer. So we thank Chukwu Abiyama, who called her for the fulfillment of his promise that the lost tribe of Israel must be gathered together. That is the assignment she's doing. I am Chief Obarola Nuki. I may be talking, one or two people may say, why are you saying God, God? No, I thought anything I want to say, I say God, because it is Jehovah that is propelling this Biafran struggle. It is not in the hand of man. In Cotonou, Jehovah told me Owazwika will not give Biafra, that he will call someone that will give Biafra. I said, no, Owazwika is going with Kofi Annan. He will give Biafra. He said, no, my son over. I will call someone that will give Biafra. You will be among the high officers. I forgot everything. Then in Belgium, Jehovah called me 2015, told me, my son over, take the mantle, it belongs to you. Nnamdi Kanu is that one I told you that to give Biafra. Follow him. Before I take the mantle of Bruiser, the coordinator. Then 2021, Jehovah told me, come out from DOS, follow a new ship. Follow a new ship. DOS ship is sinking. Follow a new ship. It was autopilot. I was still there attacking the DOS. My information went to His Excellency Mazisi Manekba. He sent in Facebook and interpreted it and called me. My friend, Chief Ubarolan, come out from DOS. Follow me. And as I was attacking the DOS as one of the higher executives, they called me a Perima and removed me from DOS. Then immediately I joined Autopilot. And the Autopilot was brought here by Evangelist Chidima. But I had to establish it here in Belgium. So this is the story of Belgium. Then when we were doing Autopilot in Belgium with the Ogekere under Autopilot, then the plan to destroy His Excellency Mazisi Manekba. And when he came to Belgium, as you people came now, I was the patron, the one that wallowed you, that break a collar. I told him, be very careful for your enemies and your doorstep. He called me. He said to us that very soon we will not see him again. But within short time that he will come back. I didn't know. This was revealed to me, but I didn't know exactly that the enemies has already engulfed him by Ogenge. And that is why during Ogenge's term, they did everything to take me here in Belgium through Dr. the rep of Belgium and his followers. They did everything. I knew already that the lady was sent for the actualization of Biafra. Who is that lady? Dr. Orabueze is that lady. Jehovah showed it to me clearly. He showed me a bowl full of fruits. Hausa were picking, Yoruba were picking. The person that represents Biafra was a lady. On the process of the lady picking the whole fruit from the bowl, the Yoruba and Hausa came in the hand of this Biafran lady, took the whole fruits she has already picked and gave her empty bowl to go. She called me, my brother Oba, take my luggage, let's go back to our father's house. I took her luggage to our father's house in Biafra land. Get it inside the house. She called me, go and remove that luggage. For there is a great personality that is coming to marry me. That was why when the rep under Ogengere, they did everything to pick me. I rejected. I told them, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is the right person. Even asked me to make sure they did not deport me back to Nigeria. So, and again, Jehovah showed me about Trump. He showed me about Trump when Trump was in a very critical condition, not able to win America. Jehovah told me Trump is going to win America to bring back American glory, which was lost. I put it in Facebook. A personality, high personality in Abia State by name Honorable John Oki Kabo is a politician. Okay, a Yoruba man attacked me first that Trump will not win. Then that politician in Abia State, Honorable John Oki Kabo, attacked the Yoruba man, telling him Trump is going to win America to bring back American glory, which was lost. After that, Trump won and became president of America. Jehovah told me about Nnamdi Kanu when they want to go to his house, to storm his house. Jehovah told me, my son Oba. Then Jehovah told me, my son Oba, I should tell Nnamdi Kanu not to be afraid because he is with him. Then I sent a message to the DOS to go and tell him not to be afraid that he is with him. I didn't know Nigerian government want to go and stop Aparuku debate. Within short term, Aparuku debate was stopped, and no one knows about the whereabouts of Nnamdi Kanu. Then Jehovah then told me we should search for our Jewish brother. He said we should search for our Jewish brother. Then I started thinking, what do you mean by we should search for our Jewish brother? At long run, when Nnamdi Kanu reached at Israel, Jehovah told me we have found our Jewish brother. They will do the hardest work for us. Your Excellency, you have tried a lot. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, you are a big lady of high caliber. I don't know how to thank you for all your work. And that is why on my own side, I'm trying the little I can do. Though I don't have the money again, but I'm just trying to make sure I'll be doing what I can be doing. I went to Commissaire General because I'm the one pulling this whole struggle here in Belgium. Commissaire General, then the government of Belgium called me to give me Belgium documents. I rejected that. I'm the one storming UN Parliament, EU Parliament, Brussels Parliament. I have evidence of everything I'm talking. I'm the one going to Nigerian embassy. I stormed them. We said if it continues killing of Igbos, if it continues, we destroy the embassy here. We did it, not talking. After that, they called me to give me Belgium document. The Commissaire General, they called me to give me Belgium document, 2018. They did everything, interviewed me from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I rejected. I told them they are killing my Biafran brothers and sisters. In Biafra land, they want to Islamize us. They are raping them. They are destroying our farmland. They want to Islamize us. They want to change us not to be Christian. So I cannot, and Nigerian government did not show all this in newspaper. So I can never take that document. I know the value of documents. They did everything, I did not take it. They said, will you suffer and die here? We went, it's the Belgium government telling me this, that they went to go to look and found my losses. I lose more than $1 million. This is financing bank in America. From Bloomberg 2000 Orlando, those people in the bank go and make inquiry. Belgium is more than $500 million. I did inquiry, I did proof. Please, you people should do it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
It is my best friend.
Thank you.
It was the one that told me I would be my board of directors. After that, they gave me credit facility worth $1 million in Nation Bank. So, I informed our
Thank you very much, Roland. DPM will soon be leaving us, so we have to maximize the time. I will want to know if anyone has any question. We are still on the section of question and answer, please. More questions?
Where's the charger? I think, Honorable, that people are not asking us. The problem is when people commit, they don't want to raise, they don't want to ask this, but after the throat, they begin to ask the question. But here, like that question is here, they are not asking. So, let DPM go, please, if you want.
Yeah, that's so nice. Another reason that they already know the answers to the questions that they
credit of 1 million US.
there
is a question I have to ask.
Okay.
The question I want to ask is His Excellency Mazi Simoneta, after hearing of this information that the government of Belgium decided to give me document I rejected. After seeing I told him I have evidence. He asked me, is it true? I said, yes, there's evidence of what I'm saying. He told the whole executive to call the attorney in America to give me Biafran identity and passport. Then they did everything to make sure they give me Biafran identity and passport. And the attorney general said there is no passport now, and the identity, all of them are still in pipeline. Then they promised me when everything is okay, that I will be giving Biafran identity and passport freely. Ask Evangelist Chidinma. I told him about this, and some people working with His Excellency Mazi Simoneta, but the executive, many of them are with Obekere now. But Evangelist Chidinma is aware of what I'm saying. So if it is like that, and this USB government, will that everything be affected, or will I pay? Though I have paid another one, but my identity has not come out since I paid. I paid and everything showed that it will come out. Everything was good, but since then I have not received it. So what will I do on that regard? Where is my phone not? Hello?
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. I think I've heard everyone. There's another question. I think I can hear everyone. And I'm going to take my leave. If anyone have any question, you can bring it to my attention. But Uche and I should be able to give a response. Once again, I thank you all for what you're doing to stay the course. Usually, I try to avoid Sunday meetings. I want Biafrans to rest every Sunday because it's always busy for us from Monday through Friday and Saturday and all that. But again, every now and then I have to try and be in those meetings again. Thank you so much for what you do, and I'm going to take my leave at this time since we don't have any more questions. May God bless you all, and may God bless the United States of Biafra.
He said, for coming. Thank you very much, DPM, for coming to this occasion this evening. Thank you for your time. We really appreciate all that you are doing for us, Biafrans. Thank you. I will pray that the Almighty God bless you, protect you and your family, continue to strengthen you and give you more wisdom, ideas. This we ask in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I can see one hand is up. Please, you can unmute and the hand is no more. Honorable Ushek, please, will you, or do you have anything to add to what we've discussed so far?
No, not at all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ushek. Any more questions?
Since we don't have more questions, no hand is up, I want to thank everyone, the cabinet members, the members of the Foreign Affairs Department, all heads of mission, deputy heads of mission, friends of Biafrans that are here present. We really appreciate you for taking out your time this wonderful day to be in this occasion. We say thank you very much. We appreciate you all. And please, if you have any further question, you can go to our authorized government website or contact any of the heads of mission, and we are there to answer your questions. Thank you very much. On this note, I'll say have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.